Welcome to the Youth for Christ Project Serve mission trip to Trinidad in 1997. From July 25th to August 5th, 12 young people and 4 adults traveled to Trinidad to share the love of Christ. Trinidad is just off the coast of Venezuela. Our first project was at Point Fortin New Testament Church of God. There we arrived, found a church building that has a fairly new congregation. And each week there are new converts who have been coming into this church. As we arrived, we started to sort out our projects and discovered that our work projects here would be painting Sunday school rooms, cleaning up the parking lot, and framing and pouring concrete for the church driveway. The painting was upstairs in the Sunday school rooms. The parking lot was nothing more than an overgrown area with brush and trees behind the church, and a lot of broken glass and junk. But the driveway took a lot more work, a lot more planning. Each of the teens had a chance to put their hand to the saw, the hammer, or the trowel, or the shovel, as we mixed concrete by hand on the ground. We framed up the driveway, put the concrete in. The next day, took the forms off, and our project was complete. The pastor, who was gone while we were doing all this, when he returned, was so excited to be able to drive and have a place to park his car. The second ministry at Point Fortin was to each other and on the streets. Each day, the teens would share in the daily devotions with the group, to share about what Christ means to them and what He has done in their life. And then there were times in the evening where we would go out and share the love of Christ with the locals on the street. It was a great ministry, and we had an opportunity to see 12 young people come to Christ for the first time. Here we see Maria with 5 boys as she had an opportunity to lead to Christ. Next, we moved up to an area near Port of Spain. There we went to a shanty town which they call the Beetham. We did some street witnessing through basketball, and an opportunity to meet with the local people to share Christ. The night we played basketball, at least one young man came to Christ and one other was very close. And then we did Vacation Bible School. In a school unlike anything we had ever experienced or seen before. But no matter what the school looked like, the children wanted to learn about Jesus. At Vacation Bible School, the first day, 25 young people raised their hand saying this was their first time decision for Christ. The second project that we had at the Beetham, Shantytown, was construction, to rebuild the bridge that goes to their school and then to repair their school. As you can see, their bridge is in not very good shape. So it became quite a challenge for us to tear it out and rebuild a new bridge. But everyone was willing to put their hand to the task, drive a few nails, and accomplish the task that was before us. What excitement it was when we accomplished our first task. The second project there, though, was a school. As I said, this school was unlike any I've ever seen. The condition of this building was deplorable. But the government will not put a school in this area, maybe to discourage people from moving there. But they keep moving in. And these children need a school. We start off by doing some painting on the inside, fixing boards up on the outside. We had to fix holes in the floor, knock down a couple hundred hornets' nests under the building and outside the building. Replaced glass windows that were broken out with wood barn door type windows. Then we painted the building. What started out like this ended in a beautiful blue color. Our ministry outreach near Port of Spain was at a Nazarene worship center. There, the teens had an opportunity to experience some local music, to hear the beautiful music that comes from the steel drums. And there also the teens had an opportunity to share through drama the love of Christ. What you have just seen is just a small part of what the teens experienced on this trip to Trinidad. But we thank you for your support and prayers, and pray that you would continue to support us and the teens in this ministry.